Hey YA, today's reading is Acts 25, and in Acts 25 we see how even though it appears as though our government and our justice system are man-made and they're operated by people, we see that ultimately it can be used as a tool for God to glorify Him. And we see also that a life of obeying God can be used for His glory, of course. So in Acts 25, to start off, we see the Jewish leadership has a plot to kill Paul. They want to have him transferred from Caesarea to Jerusalem to be tried on charges that they have against him, right? And ultimately they're upset that he's going around preaching about Jesus. They don't like that, and they want to have him brought to Jerusalem, and they want to kill him for it. But Paul says, I want to be tried by Caesar. That's what our government says I'm entitled to, and as a citizen of Rome, that's what I want. And that's what happens. And because he didn't get moved to Jerusalem for trial, he stayed in Caesarea, he wasn't killed. And then he stands at a pre-trial, and at verse 18 it says, when the accusers stood up, they brought no charge in his case of such evils as I supposed. Rather, they had certain points of dispute with him about their own religion and about a certain Jesus who is dead, but whom Paul asserted to be alive. So ultimately, right, Paul was a changed man, right, since he had encountered Jesus on the road to Damascus, and he had lived this righteous life. And because he had lived this righteous life, when he was tried in front of this tribunal, they couldn't find anything he had done wrong. He hadn't broken the law. All he had done was had made certain people upset with him for saying things that they didn't agree with. And ultimately, the Roman court could not find that he had done anything that was worthy of further punishment. So he got his time to stand in front of the king, and that's what we'll read in Acts 26. So live an obedient life and understand that God uses our seemingly man-made governments and justice systems for His good.